All right, well, welcome to our yoga flow. I'm Sasha Jane here. And we're gonna do a 30-minute kind of intense flow, but I have 3 students, well, just lost one, that will offer some modifications. As I like to up-level it, they like to sometimes dial it down, all right? So go at your own pace, don't feel pressured. This is all fun and games, but it's just good to move your body. Request to do some family yoga during this quarantine for maybe a little break in between homeschooling or just when we're sitting way too long on the couch or playing too many video games. Yeah, we gotta move our body, right? Okay, so this flow that we're doing requires a couple blocks, yoga blocks, but if you don't have blocks, I recommend you could grab an old shoebox if that's accessible to you. You can even stack it with a couple of books or just use a book for a block. That way you don't cave in when you push on it. Another great, this is my favorite block, a roll, well, we're gonna still use it. It might be under my butt, but we're gonna use it. It's paper towel, and that can also work for a block. Okay, so if you need to get water, props, please go get some now. Also, put on your favorite tunes, or I'll send you a playlist that we listen to during this flow too. All right, are we ready to do this, yogis? Okay. Take a couple deep breaths in and out. Roll your shoulders up and back.
The sun's in my eyes.
The sun is up there.
Oh, yeah, the
Okay.
sun is in my
So
eyes.
part of yoga is dealing with what's uncomfortable. So thanks for bringing me into having a theme for class today. I didn't really have one, but yeah, so he's a little bit uncomfortable because he says the sun's shining in his eyes. Pretty sure it's not. Please don't
But
feel
it
that.
is.
You know what? We need to get our wiggles and jiggles out, so let's get started with a couple bounces, okay? So bounce up and down, shake your arms and your legs. Get all those wiggles and jiggles out that we've been holding on to. In 4, mountain pose in 3, good job guys, 2, and 1. Mountain pose, big toes to touch. Inhale, elevate your hands high. Pull your belly button in, soften your shoulders, and tilt your pinky slightly to the back of the room. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, hands to your heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your palms into your shins. Squeeze your shoulder blades back and pull the crown of your head towards the front of the room. Hip tuck and curl into a tiny, tiny ball. Challenge your balance onto the balls of your feet. And then maybe even wrap your arms around your legs, grab opposite edges of opposite elbows. And to stretch the backs of your neck, pull your forehead down to your knees. Feel your belly button to your thighs as you take a breath in. Inhale, halfway lift, palms back into shins. Exhale, forward fold. And we're gonna get into the meat of this class. Inhale, chair pose. Push all your weight into your heels. Soften your shoulders, again, back away from your ears. Tilt your tailbone towards the back of your heels. Good, yogis. Breath in, exhale, chair plank. Swoop your fingers back. Magnetize your pinkies towards one another. Chin is off of your chest with a nice gentle smile. Good smile, Zella. Find a little bit more depth in your chair because I know you can. Good. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, left leg high. Flex your left foot. Check in with your hips. Pull your right hip back in line with your left. And then biceps come back in line with your ears. Take a breath in. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Land your left toes light. Toes light. Stack your front knee in line with your heel. Again, check back in with your hips and pull your left hip crease so it's level with your right. Belly button away from bent leg. Hands back. Pull your pinkies towards one another. Lift your heel in line with the ball of your foot. Take a breath in, crescent moon, drop your back knee down, and lift your arms up, again in line with the biceps. And glance at your fingers. Activate your belly button in towards your spine to create that core strength. Soften your shoulders, find a little baby back bend here as you gaze back. Take a big breath in, exhale half splits, straighten your front leg, and pull your right sit bone towards the back of the room. This is where you want to use a block. You want, yeah, use that. Okay. Here. Why don't you try our homemade block? Put it right on your sit bone. There we go. Awesome. And then walk your fingers towards the front of your foot. Flex your toes towards the crown of your head or your forehead. And then soften your shoulders away from your ears. Feel that stretch in your hamstrings and your right hip crease as you keep working to pull it back. Good. Because you're so serious this morning. Good style. Okay. Inhale to runner's lunge. Walk your hands up towards the mat. And then toe heel your right foot out. Lift your back knee up as your heel lifts and falls your foot. And then stack your knee in line with your heel. You can stay or you can sway. You can find a little opening. Again, if this is kind of too early for you, you can slide this block underneath that left thigh right there. Good. And go like this. Ooh, that's nice. Or if you want a little bit more depth here, walk down to your forearms. That's right, Jazz. Shout out to Jasper on his runner's lunge. Try to keep lifting your left kneecap off of the earth, Jazz, and you can tuck your toes to find a nice stretch in your left hip flexor. Okay. Take a breath in. Walk your hands back up. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold to the side of the room, the left side. Okay, let your head and your neck go. Give it a little shake, yes and no. And then if you have that opening in between your collarbones, you can grab the outside edges of your feet. You can kind of pull with your arms, create space in between your collarbones, and kind of find a little length from your tailbone into the all the way through the crown of your head. Okay, you want to keep a nice neutral spine here. That looks good, Jazz. Good work, Zella. And then let's do a little spinal twist here. Place your left hand out. Inhale, right arm high. Curl out your wrists.
Oh my gosh, that hurt your back.
And then left arm high. Ooh, nice crack of the back right there for this old lady.
I thought.
No, me.
Oh, you know.
And walk your hands back to runner's lunge. To low plank, one-legged, lift your right toes up. To low plank for chaturanga. Squeeze your elbow tips into your side bodies. Good. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip your feet. 4 points of contact here. Your palms and the tops of your feet. Kneecaps lift off of the mat. Pull up through the crown of your head. Take a big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up high. Pedal out. Oops. This is your first D-dog of the day. Open up those hammies. Maybe open up your hips. That's good, Phoenix. Slide your homemade box. Homemade block. All right, and let's flow the other side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or float. Top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, reset. Exhale, forward. Inhale, chair pose, as slow as you can go. Good. Exhale, chair plank, swoop it back. Option for drinking bird here. You can lift your heels up and squeeze your inner kneecaps tight. Good, Phoenix. Yeah. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, right leg high. Breath in, exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Land your right toes back. Oops. And again, spiral your inner thighs in so your hips are level. Fingers energetically pull back. Pinkies down towards the earth, and then you energetically draw them towards one another. Good. Inhale, crescent moon. Drop your right knee down and lift your arms back up. Then knit your lower ribs in to pull the C curve out of your lower back. Find a nice stretch right here in your right hip flexor. Gaze at your fingers for a little baby back bend. Exhale, half splits. Again, let's use our homemade props.
This is it for me.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, but every
down and just listen to what I say and you won't hurt your body, okay? You're doing great. All right, flex your toes, walk your hands towards your foot, soften your shoulders and your forehead down. Work to pull your left hip crease back. That looks good, Jazz.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, you're working well. Nice stretch here. And then walk your hands up for runner's lunge. Toe heel your left foot out. Lift your right knee cap off of the earth. Stay or sway. Maybe find a little motion as you open up your right hip flexor. And then if you want a little bit more depth in your hips, walk down to your forearms, kind of like a lizard lunge here. Let your head and neck go. Work to pull your heel up in line with the ball of your foot. Good, Zella, that looks great. And then walk your hands back up as an inhale. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold to the right. Okay. Always use the block. High. Grab the outside edges of your feet. Find a neutral spine as you lift your hips up. Pull your forehead down. Breathe as you close your eyes and feel from the inside out. Let's do a quick spinal twist. Left hand down, inhale, right arm high. Open it up as you pull your right rib cage up and around. Switch it out, right hand down, left arm high. Create some space in between each rib. Soften your left shoulder up and around. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Walk it towards the front for low lunge. Step back to high plank, one leg. Keep your heel up. Always options here. And then low plank, squeeze your elbow tips into your side bodies. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good, yogis. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, jumper step, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, reset. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, roll up. Exhale, chair planes, sweep your fingers back, lift your heels up for drinking bird. Always an option. So good. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, left leg high. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Pull your left foot back. You're on the wrong foot, sweetie. Can you switch it out?
This one hurts.
Yep.
This
Right
is
foot
starting
forward.
to fall apart.
Good. Here we go. We're gonna pull this with our breath. Here we go. Inhale, crescent moon. Gaze up at your fingers. Exhale, half splits. Pull your right sit bone back down. Inhale, runner's lunge. Walk your hands up. Lift your knee up. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold to the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Step it back to one-legged plank. Or just high plank to low plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Breathe in. Exhale, down dog. Breathe out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, jumper step, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, reset. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, roll up. Exhale, chair planes, sweep your fingers back, lift your heels up for drinking bird. Always an option.
Mom, what do you keep on
Keep
doing?
hitting the wall because my leg is too long.
You're gonna make a dead.
Alright, down dog. Here
Oh
we
my
go.
gosh.
Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or float. Inhale, left way leg.
Come on.
Exhale, forward fold.
Really?
Inhale, chair pose.
Really?
Exhale, chair plane. Drinking right. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, right leg high. Good, we're on the same leg. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms, land it back light. Inhale, crescent moon. Woo! Exhale, half splits.
And don't do the same mistake again.
Inhale, runner's lunge, walk your hands forward. Lift your knee up. Exhale, forward fold to the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge to the front. Step back to high plank. Keep your heel up. A little bit more to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Okay, we're gonna add on. Who's ready for a little bit of spice?
No. No,
Yoga.
it's not making that.
What?
Not the pyramid.
I'm ready that you will.
Okay, you can do it. You're good at it.
No, we're not.
Pyramid though.
Okay, guys, you modify. Here we go. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, floor fold, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose. See, we have lots of fun when we do yoga. Exhale, chair plank. Inhale, one leg mountain pose, left leg high.
This is meant to be a kid.
Exhale, press them onto their right arms and land the leg. All right, listen for the change here. Inhale, pyramid pose.
No, Mom, I told you no.
Straighten your front leg. This is where you use the block. Here's your homemade block. Okay?
Mom,
So hips are square to the front. Okay? Straighten your front leg. You can lift your heel up or widen, shorten your stance for a little extra cushion in the pose. So Jazz, move your block up to the front, kind of like this. Have a block on either side. There you go. Here. You got that?
Oh yeah, I have 2 blocks.
Here you go.
Not.
So block on either side.
There you go. Visibility
And then,
so
yep.
bad that even with the blocks.
It's so good. It's so good. Pull that left hip crease back up. Yep. So we're nice and equal. This looks good, you guys. Shout out to everybody trying to win a diamond membership today.
What the?
Sasha Jane yoga class. All right, inhale, lift your right arm high. Twirl our wrist here, get the juices flowing. Those final twists, just take it easy, babe. All right, from here, we're going into revolved half moon. Okay, nice and slow. So bend your knee. Place your left hand probably a little bit, okay? Here's a good block. And then lift your left heel up. And then,
Oh, that's
so your wrist is in line with your shoulders. Squeeze your inner thighs in and drive your heel towards the back of the room. Good. How you
Mom,
doing?
look at I'm doing
There
it.
you go.
I might need
Okay, so you're on the wrong foot, see?
Really?
Yeah, but that's okay. You did great. And then from here, we're going into standing splits. Place your hands back down. And then lift your heel a little bit higher. Just take a breath in and out. And some L hops here, or donkey kicks. You're gonna lift. 3, 2,
We don't want
One.
to silly.
good. 3-legged dog, right leg higher. Exhale, down dog.
Oh my God. Why do I keep on drinking?
Okay, other side, yogis. Here we go. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or jump. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair plane. Drinking bird. Lift your heels up if you can. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, right leg high. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Or if you want one more, maybe airplane. Okay. And then inhale, pyramid pose, straighten your front leg. Lift your back heel up. And sometimes we just need to hit child's pose for a minute and to regroup.
Yeah.
That's okay. But don't leave me hanging. At least I got one student left. That's right, Jazz. Perfect.
Oh, that.
And then kind of work to draw the crown of your head towards your toes. Work to pull your left hip crease back so your right hip crease is level. Soften your shoulders. And then plant your right hand down. If you have a block, perfect. And then lift your left arm high. Twirl it out. You ready to get back in the game? Yay. And then from here, revolved pyramid, we're going to go into revolved half moon. So place your block a little bit further up, place your right hand down, and then lift your right heel up. Stack your wrists in line with your shoulders, drive your right heel towards the back of the room. Can you give it a try?
The right foot.
Show them some modifications. So left leg down.
I can do it.
Let's see you, Jazz. Perfect. So good.
The blocks are a little hard.
Yep. Be careful with your balance. Drive your right heel back. right? You can walk your hands towards your standing leg, grab your calf, or we can do our donkey kicks or L hops. Didn't have your coffee yet, Jess? You're a little bit yawny.
I need some coffee.
All right, ready? And we kick up. Let's do our standing splits and kick up. Find some hang time if you can. Or just sit down.
Don't skip your hands. You're about 1 inch away from kicking the
And
shit.
down dog. 3-legged dog. Left leg high. Exhale, down dog. Come back to high plank. Drop down to your knees.
Mom,
Have a little sip.
Mom, some water.
Okay, go get some water. We'll take a quick break before we go to our next session. And we're going to do a little bit of core because a healthy spine equals a healthy.
I don't know.
So we
Healthy
make
quarantine. Healthy life.
That's right. a healthy
It was like healthy spine equals a healthy life.
Yes, thank you. Okay, roll on down to your back.
Oh, I'm gonna crush this thing.
Oh.
The four paper towels.
Okay.
Look, don't
Grab
be
your tool, your prop.
Oh,
Knees out wide for Supta
No.
sit-ups. Come on, Phoenix.
no.
Just holding up the team.
I told you I need to.
And you're gonna exhale as you lift up. Inhale. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. So, keep your chin off of your chest and find a breath in between your teeth. So can I hear you guys maybe amp up your breath a little bit? There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Makes your core work a little bit harder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, legs up the wall.
I'm just a little girl.
Good to know. And we're gonna scissor kick our prop through our legs, okay? So you just want to pass it back and forth, right like that. There we go. And then try to lift your shoulder blades up off of the mat. So you have to work your obliques, your core a little more.
Because that's what you covered.
Okay,
We can definitely.
doing good. Can you like kind of scissor kick like that? There we go. Straighten your legs. There we go. Woo! Does anybody feel this?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I feel it.
Why don't you try to lift your shoulder blades up, maybe just like a half inch. Try to lift your nose up like that.
No, that's hard.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs up the wall. Grab your prop, put it in between your feet. Whoa, babe. You got a
It's
soft
built
one.
over my
And then
face.
place your hands underneath your sit bones to protect your lower back. Okay? Toes are flexed, right? Hit you, Phoenix, and then move down about 30 degrees. Another 30 degrees. Keep your belly button full and strong, and then you're about 4 inches off of your earth. You're gonna go right, left, right, left, right, left.
That's really
Give it a shot for 4. You got this. 3, almost home. 2, back to homeschool in 1. Woo! Just kidding. All right. Bring your block to your hands. Move it to the side of your mat. Bring your knees to your chest. Give your lower back a little massage. Some circles. Whew.
I don't need to massage my back or
And then rock and roll your way up. Oh. And I'm gonna show you guys our peak pose for today, okay?
No, I would say that if they actually did.
Okay, so for the peak pose, we have lots of levels. So we'll start with ground zero first. Maybe runner's lunge is where you're at today. And you can always use runner's lunge with some props, right?
No, I can do it.
I'm
Some
right
love?
here.
Okay, maybe, I think you can try this.
My bubbly one.
Is we're working in towards splits. So you want to definitely have some blankets. It's a good blanket right back there. And 2 blocks, okay?
2 blocks.
Yeah.
Still.
Because there's a couple ways that you can use them. That's
This
one.
is my way.
Okay.
This is,
Can I have your props if you're not gonna use them?
yeah.
And then toe heel your foot out, right?
This is what you call
You're
this.
gonna use these? So maybe a prop right here. Why is it all wet?
Because I spilled, I told you.
Okay, well get into runner's lunge. You gotta do something out here. Another way to use the blocks is just have like a block on one side to kind of like lift you up, right? And then tuck your toes, just breathe into it. Good effort, Jasper. I see your effort, Zola. Can you switch the blocks? So you have a block underneath this leg, like this, and a block underneath this leg.
I like this one because it brings
Okay, but you're not,
chair.
right, but we're trying to open up our hamstrings
Yeah, I am.
and our hips.
It's just
So-
it's just smacked down this
Okay, so,
cardboard box like this.
okay. Alright, so that's one side. No way of getting out of that one pretty, so just work your way out gently. Don't tear anything, I don't want to be responsible for that.
Mom, you got it. You're responsible because you're.
Jesus, get up tall, dude.
Well, you said give me 100 reps.
Okay, a little family yoga. Alright, so left foot out now. We gotta balance it out or we're gonna be walking funny all day long. We just don't want that. Okay? So get your props back
Oh gosh.
and then I like to put my heel on something that's kind of slippery. What I
It's
really like to do is grab like a towel like this.
It's all the way down there.
Yeah, man. Awesome.
It's under my
Oh
neck.
my god.
I don't know if you're getting black tag out of this one. I don't know if you're getting a shout out for your splits
Mom, if
today.
you want something
Okay.
slippery, take that water
Okay,
and
so-
put it right
Yeah.
here and then just.
We can do block on either side. Hey, Jazz, I want you to balance it out so you don't get it. So left leg forward.
This way.
There we go. And Zella. There we go.
This is
Okay.
so nice.
Do you feel anything doing that?
Yeah.
Great. That's how we want to feel. Is a little bit of sensation, no tension.
Right here.
Okay? Yeah. Perfect.
got
Great.
a cord, dang it.
Okay, dude. Could we get you even balanced out?
Oh my god.
I'm trying
Okay, we're gonna stay here for another breath in. Try to stay for 3 to 5 breaths so you're actually
Mom, I
kind of
can
doing
also
something with
do
your body
this.
here.
Mom, this is what I also like to do. Oh lord.
Oh yeah, middle splits, that's good too. And like I said, you balance it out, Jill. Just try to stay for 3 to 5 breaths. And then again, no easy way to get out of this. Bring your quads, come down. Put your leg over. And guess what? We got rid of all the hard stuff in class today. That's awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're working towards surrendering.
We
Yay.
made progress.
Woohoo! Oh good, I got my chicken nugget back for class.
I told you I'm not human.
Okay, you're human. Sit
We're all
down.
humans.
Sit down.
No, he's a chicken nugget.
I'm not a food that you eat. I'm cool.
No, you're a chicken nugget. But
Big breath in. Nice deep breath out. Okay, awesome. And we have one more thing to do on our belly.
I'm a biscuit girl. That's what I
It's time to move into being a snake. Belly down. Cobra pose.
don't care.
Okay. So hands are in line with your chest. Cricket your arms. Press the tops of your feet down into the mat. Okay. Exhale out. Inhale, rise up. Dig your hip tips into your mat. Little to no weight in your hands. Gaze right below your nose. And then pull your hands up away from your mat as you pull your elbow tips towards one another. Your kneecaps are lifted off, away from the earth. Take a big breath in. Expand as you spread through your collarbones. Exhale, release. Squeeze right. Hi. All right, chin back to the mat. Bend your right leg, grab it with your right hand for half bow. Right leg.
This one.
Yeah. Exhale your air out. Inhale. Extend your left arm long. You can press your palm down and then kick your foot into your hand as you pull with your arm. Good. Soften your right shoulder up and back. And release. Good. And then extend your right arm long. Bend your left leg. Grab it with your left hand. Press your right hand down. Exhale out. Inhale, kick your foot into your hand. You can try. That's all you have to do. Good work. And release.
My head's
And then grab both feet with your side edges of your feet. Exhale your air out for full bow Dhanurasana. Kick your hands. Kick your feet into your hands.
This hurts my knee.
Maybe find a little rock with your breath.
Ow, ow.
Wow. I think we need more yoga. Should not be saying ow so much in yoga class. And release.
But then again, you are making dents in the wall.
Once you labor out your legs. Release your lower back.
This is real good.
Oh my back.
Hey, don't kick me.
And push yourself up. Sweep your legs out in front of you. Little micro bend in your knees. Remove any flesh or muscle underneath your sit bones. Okay, inhale, arms up above your head.
Are you coming?
Exhale, grab the outside edges of your feet. Inhale, pull as you lift. Exhale, walk your heels away from you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, soften.
What?
Seated, forward fold. And inhale, rise up and lower all the way onto your back. As we surrender for the last couple moments of the class, and we'll do a supine twist. Bring your right knee in towards your right side body. Find a basket grip 2 inches below your kneecap. Flex your left foot. Roll your shoulder blades up and back. And draw your knee towards your right armpit, okay? And push your left heel down. So right knee in, left leg down. Good. And then take a breath in. Exhale, supine twist. Pull it over your side body. Extend your right arm long or cactus it out to stretch up through your hip, shoulders, pectoral muscle. Inhale, come back to center. Switch it out. Left leg long. Right leg long. Left foot in. Find your basket grip. Pull it in. Come on, Zella. Just balance yourself out. You're doing great.
My body's too tired.
Yeah.
Breathe in. Exhale, supine twist. Pull it over. Stack your hips. Cactus your arms. And let it melt down into your mat.
Hey, you want to go the other way?
You don't touch me.
Zella, you have to go the other way.
No, this is the way.
Alright, bring your knees back in towards your body for Pavanamuktasana, a nice big hug of gratitude. Compress your hips, squeeze the lymph nodes. Let's move into Shavasana.
Ow!
Alright, enough sillies now, we're moving into Shavasana.
You're
You're going to regroup, meditate for a couple of minutes before we get back on to our screens and quarantine life, okay? Soften your shoulders, palms out, ankles rolled out. Soften your eyes and start to breathe in and out through your nose. Take note here if you're starting to notice your mind be busy. And refocus your attention back to your inhales and your exhales. As you take a breath in, count 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause and hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Take a couple rounds of breath on your own. Focusing the mind on the breath. Start to tap your fingers to your thumb. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Reactivate your energy. Find a deeper inhale and exhale. And as you take your next breath in, lift your arms up above your head. Stretch them away from your feet. And exhale, roll onto your right or left side body. Right symbolizing a new beginning. Use your bicep as a pillow. Keep your eyes closed. Inhale, push yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Draw your tailbone down. Roll your shoulder blades back. And bring your palms to touch an Anjali Mudra. Settle, please. Anjali Mudra. Palms to touch at heart center. Soften your eyes for a moment. Bring in some gratitude for what your body just did for you for the last hour. And how none of us are perfect, and yoga is a great example of that. There is no mastering any pose. It's all about learning more about your mind, your body, and focusing on attention back to your breath. The breath in, draw your thumbs to your third eye so we can seal in our practice today with love, light, and gratitude. The light that we see in ourselves, we also see in others. We'll bow down to this earth. Namaste.
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 It's like when you're praying, you say amen.
Namaste. That's right.
Then when you're doing yoga, you say namaste.
That's
Or
right.
meditating.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, we already went halfway through
Thank
the
you.
class.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Until we meet again.